This broadcast is presented to you by Mayo Clinic, the #1 hospital in the world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Polo Line. I'm thrilled to have with me here this afternoon. It's an honour and a pleasure to have Hugo Barabucci with me out here this afternoon to fill us in with the commentating and give his wealth of experience and his insight into the game. So good afternoon, Hugo, and it's great to see you here, and thank you very much for joining us. All I can say is there any pre-match commentary you feel? How do you feel players are being playing? How we've led up to this position that we're in today with the final of the Wolves against UAE?
Well, thank you. First of all, Alan, good to see you. Thanks to Polo Life family, which is invited me to be at this part of this game, which is amazing. We're going to see for sure amazing game. Both teams, they reach in equal conditions, and for sure we're going to see the Polo what really like you and me.
No, it should be really good, and I'm very glad they've invited you up here. I mean, yes, you've got some amazing talent out there on the field. Luquin Monteverde, phenomenal hand-eye coordination. But there's a couple of players out there that are just the level heads in both sides, which keep it going. You've got Felix, for me, as I just said to you before, has grown and grown during this time that I've seen him out here in the UAE. And Santi Laborde?
Well, I tell you, Santi, they've been playing the last couple of years, and I will tell you something which has been played better and better, like the back position, close the door. He's good mounted. It's amazing play, which is we're going to see today on the field, and we're going to enjoy to play this kind of polo. Felix, as you say, Rocho is amazing play with the brain, which is, he can manage the game. Both teams, they are good. What I see it, being balanced very well in each position, no?
As you say, very much so. Felix and Rocho, they've got a really good cool brain out there on the field, which is so valuable in this sport at this level. With Santi, exactly, super well mounted.
Amazing.
He's solid, he's consistent.
Amazing.
And you know what he's going to do. So
it's a typical player you want to have in your team, to close the door, honestly. You forget about that,
Exactly. No, he's just phenomenal. As
amazing.
You say, shuts that back door time and time again and gets them out, but also very good going forward too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I say, for sure you're going to see the game which we really like to see it. The polo, open polo, good runs, good hit, and I hope the people they will enjoy like we will do it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed, Hugo. We'll now shortly go to the game. Thank you very much. So we just saw there Massimo, the vet for the UAE team, talking with Lucas Monteverde. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here now we are about to start our finals of the 17th edition of the Gold Cup 2026. And this is between Dubai Wolves by Thera and UAE Polo UAE in their white shirts, Wolves in their charcoal and red shirts here this afternoon for this, the final of the Gold Cup 2026, the 17th edition. For our Polo Line viewers, you can just see there in the camp, Salvador just relaxing, looking a little bit tense. He's contemplating quite a lot, as you can well imagine. Now, just sorting sticks out. And you can just see out here now, for those on Polo Line, the teamwork so far through this tournament. They've played 4 matches each. They've won 3 matches each. 40 goals there for UAE, and 36 it is for Dubai Wolves. And the against goals were 37 and 30. So UAE having 4 over Dubai Wolves. And goals against, there's 7 goals the difference. So our team lineups here this afternoon for this, the final for Dubai Wolves Polo Team by Terra. It is Habtoor and Habtoor playing on 1 goals. At number 2 will be Cesar Crespo Cachete on 6. At 3, Felix Hussein on 7 goals. And of course at Santiago Laborde on 6 goals. For the UAE Polo Team, Her Highness Sheikh Amaitha bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum playing at number 1. At number 2 it is Lucas Luquin Monteverde Hijo. At 3, Rosendo Rochi Torreguitar on 6 goals. And at the back door, it's Salvador Colo Hareche on 5. Both teams 20 goals, of course. And so we have with us, of course, Hugo Barabucci. And is there anything in particular, any horses or any players that you have really have caught your eye during the tournament so far? Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Hugo. We are literally going to go to the death knell, as it were. The last 30 seconds, 3 minutes will be absolutely vital. I think it will, hopefully in a way, be goal for goal all the way through to have a really good, entertaining, fast game of polo. And let's hope they move that ball and play some spectacular polo here this afternoon. We have the 2 teams here now coming in, being brought in by the Bentley cars from the Prestige Motors. From the left side, the UAE. From the right, we have Dubai Wolves. And we have the Dubai Police Marching Band, who will be coming forward to play the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. So as the 2 teams come together with the umpires guiding them towards the middle of the field here now. And they'll be lining up there in front of the Gold Lounge as the Dubai Police Marching Band start up here. So a wonderful afternoon here at Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And as I said, I hope you're enjoying yourself being a part of the polo in the Horse and Hound. And of course at Nera, the Garden by El Pistayo, and undoubtedly in the Gold Lounge there, who the teams will line up in front of for the introduction of some great stands out here, some great kids areas as well. And once again, thank you very much to Bentley Emirates for your continued support. Their co-sponsor being Diamond Lease. And US Polo ASSN for our apparel supplier here for the Gold Cup Series.
Adam, I tell you something. This is the best moment for the polo player, before the game starts.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, there it is. I mean, as you say, it's going 1,000 times a second. Your heart, it's literally in your mouth. It's pumping that hard. It's amazing. But I suppose the place for you in particular to get that feeling is before a final, say, or a big match at Palermo. That's exactly right. At the end of the day, if you're having fun, you're normally doing well. It's when you get too tight and too tense that things don't tend to work in your favour. So it's about trying to keep that cool head. And as you say, it doesn't matter what final it is, wherever it is in the world, you're at a final. You've got the pomp, the ceremony, and everything going on. It just really puts on an extra little bit of pressure, but gives so much pride. So the marching band's gone forward now to those over in front of the Gold Lounge. The players will start to do their breathing exercises, as it were. And then we'll have the national anthem, and following this we'll do a presentation of the players. So it's a wonderful afternoon, a great spectacle here, as always here on finals day. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, for us, as you said, it's going to go quickly, but for them, the seconds will be feeling like minutes out there. Undoubtedly, there'll be repeating matches, repeating horses all the way through. So now, ladies and gentlemen, can you please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. And now we will have the presentation of the players. And in the white shirt for the UAE, it is Her Highness Sheikha Maitha bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. At number 2, it is Lukin Monteverde. At 3, it is Ruscendo Torregita. And at number 4, it is Salvo Horechi. And for Habtoor, we have for Wolves, we have Habtoor and Habtoor playing at number 1. At number 2, it is Cesar Cachete Crespo. At 3, it is Felix Essayen. And at 4, it's the solid man himself, Mr. Cool, Santiago Laborde. And our umpires out there on the field are Peter Wright and Matthias Baveni, with the third man being the prof, Chris Hyde. And so some of the players will quickly leave the field, change ponies whilst the marching band and the Bentleys, thank you very much once indeed, will retire from the field. And when they come out on their first Chukker ponies, and our first Chukker ponies here now, for Habtoor Al Habtoor will be Ruben. For Cachete will be Diputada. For Felix will be Carabina. For Santi will be Guitarra. Her Highness will be coming out on Leona. Lukin starting off on Nova. Rochi starting off on Gringa. And Salva starting off on Claro. There'll be a mix and a match and repeating of ponies all the way through this game. We have some players playing two horses in the first Chukker, some players playing 3 and then keep rotating them round. So there's a lot of work to be done there in the pit crew, as it were, down in the pony lines by the grooms who will be chopping and changing horses. You'll see them walking horses to cool them down, washing them off so they can repeat them once again. There are certain horses certainly to look out for out there on the field. Felix has got 2 greys out there, one in particular, Marilyn, coming from our good friend Santi Laborde, always well mounted. Little grey called Snowmass. Great mare there also called Mulita. Lukin, just a plethora of machines. Rochi's got a little grey Calarina, new to him this season. Gringa's also a good little mare of his, as is Gemma. And Salva being mounted out of the UAE camp. Aerobica was previously played by Lukin, handed to Salva to strengthen his camp, as well as a number of other great ponies that we'll see out here this afternoon. So for our Polo Line viewers, drop us a message if you're looking on Facebook. We'll see if we can send you a shout out. And we can see from the drone there, we have a lot of people there enjoying themselves in the Gold Lounge with the Gold Cup trophies there, awaiting to be lifted by our winning team here this afternoon. No games have been easy. We've seen some great games. UAE squeaked through almost, you might say, against a very hungry Bangash, who took them to overtime to golden goal in their semi-final. Great tenacity coming from Bangash. Good to see they have Alfredo Capella back in their camp once again, because you know whenever he's going to get to the ball, it's going to be exciting. Even if he is displaying his juggling activities as well, when he lost his mallet, caught it again and still managed to make the next play. Nothing like a bit of commitment there. But our Polo Line viewers, we see Santiago Laborde just getting his captain's armband put on. And in their camp there as well, it looks like it's Marquito Pinello. Long-time friends, and now we're back to the Gold Lounge once more. And so our 2 teams coming together here for this 5 Chukker match of the Gold Cup 2026. Our two teams lining up here now. Umpires just having a last few words with the players. And then they'll work out in which direction they're going to be going. Maybe just having a quick talk about changing of ponies. Because after all, they've been playing with these umpires for the silver and the gold. They should know what they mean by now. A lot of players will try and test umpires in the first Chukker match to see what they'll give and what they won't. But they know these umpires very well indeed now. And it looks like we have the UAE heading towards the villa with Habtoor's team of the Wolves towards the scoreboard, and the ball's into play, and we're off. Nice and clean line out the back of the line out. Giving a thump there is Laborde by Torreguitar. The little backhand not quite strong enough, but it's enough there for Cachete to get onto. Cachete swoops onto this one here now. Cachete checks up with Kula in front of him there. He looks to send that one forward and does, and sends it forward, and Habtoor's looking for it, but I think that ball's going. It's off the post, and Habtoor just always sneaks it across the face of goal and doesn't quite get in there. But it is going to be Torreguitar picks this one up here. Torreguitar. So an early opportunity got a begging there. And it's going to be Torreguitar to come away with this one here now. And he sends that ball up. He's looking for Kulu, but he's falling a little short. Cachete going to get onto it. Little backhand. Nice tape play there by him. But trying to get onto it is Felix. But the reverse neck shot comes in by Lukin. Lukin sends the man forward in the form of Salva. But it's going to be Felix to pick this one up here. Felix on the play. Turns away there from Salva. Comes back in towards the middle of the field. Coming in behind there will be Laborde. Laborde tries to cut that through, but it comes off the pony of Lukin. He takes the man and picks up the play. Lukin Monteverde, watch out for these silky little skills of his as he turns that ball back there for Rocci. Rocci gets his play spoiled, but picking up on that one quickly. Well and nicely there is Lukin Monteverde. Lukin up the field. Laborde going back with him here. Sends that ball up forward. Didn't quite get as much on as he would like. The near side play comes in by Laborde, but he's cancelled off out of it and quickly round trying to get onto it. There's Cachete Crescer in front of Salva. The umpires let that one continue. Salva was looking for something out of it. It's now left here for Felix. Felix Essayin. Felix gets away, the ball away before the hooking attempt comes in. Little backhand there by Rocci, but picked up by Habtoor. You could see he was trying to make the backhand. Maybe he did for his teammate to get onto, but allowed the red player in. And onto this here, we get the backhand coming in there by Salva. It's allowed, nothing happened, and we end up leaving it here for Laborde. Laborde onto it here now. Laborde coming forward. Torreguitar wants it. We have 2-on-1 every day of the week. What do you reckon there, Hugo? So, ball's been dropped down here now on the penalty 2 spot. So the ball's just dropped through the goals then nicely by Santiago Laborde. Through the goal it goes. Let's open up the account here now for Dubai Wolves. So two teams line up once more. Looking for some nice clean line outs here for the ball to come through. It gets stopped here this time. Jauretche looking for it. Jauretche being pressurised there by Laborde. The backhand comes in, looking to send it out here now for Hussein, but it's sent back in once more against by Roshi Torreguitar. Picked up by Lukin Monteverde. Monteverde looking to straighten this ball up, checks the pony up, looks up towards the goal, looks to try and get the goal shot off, but Cachete picks up the pieces and makes a spoiling play here. It is Cachete Crespo on the play. Cachete comes into Salva, looks to spoil it, loses sight of it, does Salva, but picking that one up there is Felix Hussein and fishes that one out here in front there for Habtoor running up onto this play. Habtoor in pursuit there is a Heine Shaker Matha, but it is going to be Habtoor with a lovely centering shot, but has he put too much on it? No, he's just gone wide. Combination of momentum and swing, just taking that ball too far and over the back line. So the UAE in possession of the play, and it'll be Salva Haurechi to bring it in once again for the UAE. In fact, I believe it's the first time he's been bringing it in this time, but we've just had a quick change of play, change of horses from a couple of players there. Little backhand. Now it's Lukeen bringing it in and sends it back here behind the tail there for Salva to unload it, send it forward. In fact, that was Rochi up to Salva, getting it all hit upside down as one player's playing in front, the other behind, but we'll get there eventually. And it is Salva. Salva on it, onto his near side. That's a good strong shot. It looks like it is going to be Rocha to get onto it, but it's going to be Cachete. Picks up the play and sends a nice open backhand. We're going to see some lovely open running polo here this afternoon. And onto it, there goes SA, and SAM was clean on that play, and he sends it up here now for Laborde. Laborde goes to pick it on the near side, takes it away from Lukeen. It's going to be a horse race here now. Lukeen just got on some fresh legs. Laborde looking for the goal shot, and through the goal it is for Santiago Laborde, making it 2 goals it is to Wolves. Wow, they've come out meaning business here this afternoon, haven't they, Hugo? It's good running polo, exactly. The ball moves faster than the horse, and it's always going to do better. And up the field it will go. And it's doing a great job of doing some nice open running polo. And back into play once again it is, off the back of the line out. Look, Torreguitar comes away with this one here now. Torreguitar going back to him. There is Felix. He's on little Marilyn. And next onto it will be Laborde. Laborde looks to play the shot out there too. Felix taps it out there forward. This little mare sends it, does really well for this man. And the backhand stopped there by Felix. Felix picks it up once again. Felix keeps on moving forward. Torreguitar comes back to him, plays the backhand. Enough on that there to send it to Laborde, who visited out there now for Cachete Crespo. Cachete Crespo going back with the man. Cachete looking for the near side play. No, he yields off it and leaves it here now for Felix, but we get a whistle on that play. Some in the last match might have allowed that to go, but this time we're staying there. We're probably going to play that one here. We might go to the third man even. Good unselfish play there by Crespo. So brought back into play quickly here by the UAE. And Salva Haurechi. Salva sends this one down the boards out there to front of the Gold Lounge. Looking to pick that one up is Laborde. Laborde gets an acute angle shot on that there. Deeming it was safe on this one here now with plenty of room and space. After all, safety is what the rules are set after. It's sent up by Habtoor there for Cachete. Cachete coming round onto it though quickly as Salva goes back here now. Sent on its way a little bit further there by Rochi for Lukeen to come onto here now. Lukeen fizzes this one up the halfway line. Lukeen coming back is Habtoor and Cachete trying to hunt him down. Lukeen's looking over to see where they are, but he has enough time to canter this one home. Hopefully now here for Lukeen Monteverde. Comes up and puts it away, and there it is once again. It's the use of that backhand. It's just a wonderful vehicle just to play the backhand, open the game up, and a nice goal there by Lukeen.
Amazing polo what we've been watching. I enjoy a lot. This kind of polo I really enjoy and I like at the same time.
I couldn't agree more. Just opening the play up, changing the flow of play, not backing the ball or putting the ball into traffic, moving it, let the ball do the work and run onto it. It's easier for players, easier for horses, but we're back into the play once again, and Salva Haurechi comes up with it here. Salva looking for something out of that was Felix, who's well in control of it on the move. Here comes Salva. Salva, the man with a really big hit here. Comes Salva, going back with him, and there is Cachete. He's not going to give him an inch if he can. He sends it forward, but he doesn't get the angle he's looking for. Settles down on the play. Salva keeps control of it. In comes Felix, looking to spoil it, playing some nice little tricky stick work there. Comes off the pony there. Can he get back onto it once again? Manages to do so to Salva. Salva coming around the corner once more. Felix, and we get a whistle on that play, literally right on the buzzer, as Lukeen tries to come in and steal that one there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think they will. I'm just not sure. They might call Chukker on that one there. And yes, I believe they'll call Chukker on that, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of Chukker number 1, it's 2 goals it is to Wolves, 1 to the UAE. As the players, I believe, will leave the field. Just a question of deciphering if the... Yeah, so it looks like we are definitely calling Chukker, so the players will leave the field. They'll go back to their respective camps to change ponies before coming back out again for Chukker number 2. We'll go to a few adverts and messages from Polo Line, before we come back for Chukker number 2. Oh, he didn't manage to set sail once again, and it's going to be Alfredo. Alfredo loses mallet in the air, picks it up, has another crack. Oh my gosh, Alfredo Capella, what a class act. He's a joker and a juggler as well. In this Chukker here now, we have a 5B in favour of Dubai Wolves. And Santi out there on his grey mare. Snowmass. Rania for Felix. Petty for Cacchetti. Santidad for Habtoor. The Highness coming out on Jäger. Lukeen out on Kulkin. Rochi in his grey as well. And bringing it in here now is Santiago Laborde. Taps it up forward. Very energetic moving horse this indeed there of Santi's. Sends that one up forward, fizzes that ball off out towards the side here now, looking for Felix. Felix just checks up on the play, comes back inside there. Trying to challenge him there was Salva. Sends it up forward and puts this one out here now, trying to get on was Cacchetti. Picked up here now by, it is Laborde. Laborde turns away in towards the traffic he goes, and in towards the goal, and through the goal it is for Santiago Laborde. 3 goals it is to the Wolves and 1 to the UAE.
Laborde is not only good in defense, but also is good in attack also. When he's past half of the field, we'll say 60, 70 or 80% is goal for sure.
Exactly, Hugo. He's close to that back door amazingly, as we spoke about earlier, but going forward, he's like a little rabid dog when he gets in front of goal. He just really puts his head down and goes well. So back into play it is, and off the line out it comes. Cacchetti picks that one up. Cacchetti takes it deeper down his own territory. He's looking to make a play. Gets it half stolen, spoiled, but keeps hold of it now here. Cacchetti Crespo going forward. Cacchetti picked up here by SN. He tries to pick that up, but it's stopped there by Lukeen. Lukeen picks his ball up, flicks it out there, pulls it down again, and keeps control of it now. He's got players gone forward. He goes by himself, changing it around with Halrechi gone forward. He has Rochi behind him here now, or almost parallel on his little grey Calarina. Coming onto it here is going to be Lukeen playing a little bit of cat and mouse there with Cacchetti. Then he sends that one up forward. Oh, but it's stopped there by Laborde. Laborde on the play. He's looking to see where his teammates are as he starts to get hassled there by Torreguitar, and Torreguitar tries to pick it up, but meeting it there is going to be Salva, and we have Felix there. Comes in, and we get a whistle on that play. Now the umpires will have to decide this one here. Felix was coming in, but they reckon that he had a player parked on the line in front of him in the form of Torreguitar as he was coming up the line as the ball was met and taken away by Salva. So the umpires having a quick discussion about this. So they've turned around and come to the third man, and they've decided that riding into the back of the player by the red, and 2 white players are well forward. This will get moved up here now for a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty in favour of the UAE. So their first short penalty here this afternoon, I believe it is, to be teed up by Salva. And yeah, Hugo, I mean, he's come up with some amazing penalties so far and some great field goals too, hasn't he?
Wow, Salva, I tell you something, every game's getting better and better and better. Sometimes you can see, you don't see a difference between the other 2 guys, Torcho and Lukin. Is a strong guy. He hit the ball so well. He's strong. He knows how to play, honestly, and good polo.
And that's exactly that, although give him the compliment, he's unfortunately just put that one wide. But he's, as you say, he's grown from game to game, and he really knows how to play polo. So the ball's on the back line here now. It'll be Santiago Laborde to bring it into play. Santi brings it forward, puts it out there wide for Felix. Felix goes for the first time play, unloads that. He gets a little bit of height on it, not quite the distance maybe he was looking for, but picked out of the air beautifully there by Laborde. Laborde pulls it away from Torreguitar. The 2 greys coming together here now. Torreguitar in there with Laborde. The ball flicks off out. Felix comes back looking for it there. Felix goes forward, sends the backhand, ricochets again, but it's Lukin, quick as a flash, onto it here once again. Lukin plays the dummy forward and then whips it round here now. Lovely stick work there by Lukin. Why? Simply because he can. And it is Salva. Comes up onto it here once again and leaves it in turn now for Torreguitar. Torreguitar turning back in towards the middle of the field here now is Torreguitar. Got a lot of traffic to try and get through. Half spoilt there in the play there by Felix, who's well supported by Salva at the back. He goes for the shot as Cachete comes in to try and spoil the play. And it looks like we get a whistle on the play. Let's see if you can see something on the drone. So clearly didn't get the shot that he was looking for off on that one there. I thought initially it might have been Cachete coming in fouling a second player, but wasn't the case. So the umpire's still just having a little bit of a chat about this one here now. And they are going to go to the third man. So Hugo, yeah, I mean, the third man responsibility, it's a big one, isn't it? Especially in finals.
It's a lot of responsibility, Adam. Thanks God today we have all the technology which you can check as much you need it, so to make sure whatever decision you take is the right.
Exactly, because in the past it was the instant decision, but now we've got drone shots, we've got different angles, so therefore they have to work out what is going on. So it's a great help to have all the technology, as you say. So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the decision has been made. And the umpire's just explained that there to Luquín Monteverde. But they still haven't made it clear to us what it is. And it looks like there's been no foul given on that there. And therefore we will be starting off with a throw-in. And the throw-in, of course, from the inside out here. And Habtoor uses this opportunity to quickly change ponies whilst a lapse in play. So as I said, from the inside out. Ball into play. Out the back of the line out. Onto that one first there. UE pushed off away out of it by Santiago Laborde. Working hard on it still is Rocci, but he has to yield off, and Laborde unleashes it and sends it up forward here. Looking now for Felix. Felix now leaves it in turn there for Habtoor. Habtoor, he flicks that one away, but can he get back to it? No, Torreguitar. Lovely bit of horsemanship on that little pony and gets that one whipped round, but it's stopped there by Laborde. He's waiting for that ball to come to him. It doesn't come to him. Near side backhand comes in by Habtoor. Habtoor, it's desperate defence here by the Wolves. Now picked up by Cachete Crespo and sent out forward here now looking to get onto it. It is Laborde, leaves it for Crespo. Crespo fishes that one out over the top. You see Torgetà going in there to try and look after Laborde, keep him off it. Lovely backhand there by Torgetà. It's clearing away from the danger zone, but it's picked up by the Wolves once again. But in turn, it's going to be Salva who comes in and picks up the spoils as the players cancel each other out. Good ride off there by Cachete Crespo, but it's stopped once again by Torgetà. Torgetà brings it up forward once more. In comes the spoiling play there from Laborde, but it's left here nicely for Luquin. Luquin sends that ball out forward and sends it up there looking for a man, but first man to get to it is going to be Crespo. Crespo turns it away from the danger zone and takes it out towards the side and tries to leave it for his teammate, but gets ridden off out of it and picked up on the play. But we've got plays going on behind the play. And we get a whistle on that play. We've got a little bit of a difference of an opinion. And let's see if we can see anything on the drone. He's making a good turning play there, but there are players coming down the line behind him. And we end up with a penalty here now. In fact, he got ridden into the back of, did Torgetà, as you see. Must have copped something in the kidneys. And we all know, don't we, Hugo, the fact that if you get a bit or teeth in the kidneys, it certainly hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, exactly, Adams. You see, nobody give a 1 centimeter to each other, you know. Everyone's in the top, each player, so the chances to have it, when you have a chance to have to reach the ball, you have to hit it, because otherwise they eat you, like we say in Polo terms.
Literally eat you. So there it is. The penalty beautifully scored there by Salva Herechi, taking the score. 3 goals to Wolves, 2 it is now for the UAE. And back to the middle of the field. So, 2 teams line up. Of course, the first 3 chukkers from that side of the field before we come over in front of us here now in the hotel. Felix comes up with play here now. Felix sends that one up forward. He's looking for Cachete. Cachete trying to get onto it, but he's been smothered out of it. Controlling the middle of the field well once again is Torgetà. Sends it out for Luquin. Luquin checks up on the play here now with Laborde marking him. Rocci goes up forward. Here's the call. Gets told to play it. Does so. Sends it forward. But it looks like it's going to be Cachete once again. Comes in. Oh, and he didn't quite connect with that one there. And he leaves it here for Torgetà. Torgetà coming forward. Pushes that one wide. And it's going to be the backhand there by Felix. And who's going to be first round up onto it. Cutting on the inside of it. Those Laborde away there from Luquin. Up over the halfway line. But the horse race is back on once again between these two. Laborde, he's beautifully mounted up the field. He comes here, takes the man, leaves it now for Felix. Lovely unselfish play. In comes Torgetà. The ball's travelling, and through the goal it is. Wow, what a goal! What do you reckon, Hugo?
Amazing combination between Laborde and Felix Sain. So it's amazing goal. This goal is very important for a Gulf team in this case.
So a super teamwork goal there because it was unselfish. Laborde did a lot of work, took the man because he would have been under pressure. Felix felt he was free, but Rocci got back to him, but just not quite soon enough. So back into play it is. It's Luquin Monteverde. Luquin turns it away here now from Felix. He's got Salva in front. He'll probably allow Salva to come in behind. Comes up forward onto it, takes the man, clears him away there to Salva. Kicks up the play here now to Salva Herechi. Herechi running this ball up the field here. But the backhand comes in there by Cachete, but he doesn't quite get it. Second time he gets it, and the backhand this time comes in, but crossing into the back of Laborde there was Luquin Monteverde. And we get a whistle on that play. Question is did he stay straight or not? That's the big question, which I'm sure they're looking at, if Laborde stayed straight or not on it. We'll see on the replay. Where was the line? That's what they've got to work out. So they'll go to the third man, who will go and review this to get the angles. And then we'll come back on to get this going. But in the meantime, as you see, you have Santiago Laborde looking just to make sure that his pony's all right and looks to possibly go to change it. They did get a bit of a nudge behind, but they're just going to have to work out where the line was.
Like I would say before, Adams, there's going to be a lot of work for the third man today because they don't give a chance, a centimeter to in between players. So they're going to happen a lot, this kind of play.
Absolutely. I mean, they're just so intense. I mean, they're just giving so much that there's no room. And there's no room for an error of margin whatsoever, because they'll just hammer you every time. Two very well matched teams out here this afternoon. There's no room for an error of margin because it's so close indeed. But we have seen some nice open running polo so far, and let's hope we can see some more of it. And so the third man's been to review from the different angles and also drones. And it looks like Laborde was fine to play the ball where he was. And the line might have been, I say might have been manipulated by the white player. The umpire's just explaining this. So Hugo, it's so true, isn't it? You've got to try and influence the umpire as much as you can, whenever you can, to get anything you can.
Exactly, everything they can help you, you know.
As the Irish say, if you don't chance your arm, you'll never break your neck. So they've got to try and give everything. They decided it was a dangerous ride-off coming in behind the saddle, because there's a little bit of a disagreement on where each player thought the line was, should we say, and therefore the ball's going to be dropped down for a 5B, a midfield penalty here now in favour of Dubai Wolves. Basically having worked out that Santi had the better right to that line, but the blood is rushing, and maybe a little bit of blurriness there. So the ball's teed up, and it's going to be Santiago Laborde to bring it back into play. Santi just taking a short run up on this. Comes in. Taps it forward, looking to pull Lukine in if he can. Tries to get that one out, but doesn't quite get enough onto it for Assain to get onto it. The backhand comes in, looking to pick it up on that near side there. There's Salva. Salva picks this up. Salva in there with Cachete Crespo. Crespo and Salva working hard on each other. Couldn't cancel each other out on that one there, and we get a whistle on the play. Maybe Salva was possibly trying to go for a neck shot on that one there, but I mean, Hugo, you can tell us only too well that it's certainly pretty dangerous when you have that neck shot. It's a good rule when they come in and the mallet follows through.
They are running together, and at the same time, Jauregui try to hit under the neck when they are both players pushing each other. This kind of thing happens sometimes, you know, but they can be very dangerous also for the other players.
Of course, the rule's been set up for safety and horse, so with the mallet travelling through underneath, can hit the horse, or otherwise it's a trip to the dentist for yourself. So they'll blow that foul. And the ball's been picked up once more. And white. Oh, we have another point there, actually. Yes, they were doing that, but the umpires have come with a foul hook. And they've gone on the review, and that is why it's so important to have this, all the technology here. It could have been an accidental foul hook crossing over in the ride-off, but as Hugo very rightly said, it's having that technology there helps, and the ball's placed down here now for a penalty in favour of UAE after the review. So I'm sure that is one that's going to get reviewed by both teams afterwards. One as a relief and one as, that can't have possibly been right. But on the reviews, it is clear. Just accidental, of course. So Salva Jauregui for another penalty here. Looking to get the third goal on the board there for the UAE. Salva comes in, drives, shoots that one through the goal. It is a goal number 3 on the board. It is for the UAE. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. So that will end Chukker number 2, with the score being 4 goals against the Wolves.
Even
3
those
goals to UAE.
even those you see how each horse move a little bit when they hit the ball, but he was very focused and concentrating the goal, so the goal will go inside, which is a very important goal for UAE team in this case.
It's always very important to try and have a nice platform, but sometimes we don't get that when the horses are very hyped up, don't they? Because at this stage of the season, they've been working very hard and they are a bit jittery. So it puts a little bit more pressure on the hitter, but it wasn't a problem for Salva there.
No way. Like we said before, he's a player which every game is look very confident. I mean, it's one of the guys and the players that's growing game by game. I will say Chukker by Chukker.
Literally Chukker by Chukker. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a few adverts and messages from Polo Line whilst the players change.
Welcome you to the 6th edition of the AHPC Excellence Awards 2026. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here now to Polo Line. We can see the players mounted up and coming back out onto the field here to get Chukker number 3 underway. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you can see for our Polo Line viewers, Chukker Up is now powered by Chukker Coin. One Chukker coin is priced at $1. There'll be a maximum of 50 million coins minted. So certainly worth getting onto that one, ladies and gentlemen. For Chukker coin, so the 2 teams lined up here now to get this underway with Habtoor to come out on Comandante. Roanessa for Cachete, Felix on his Grey Dama, but we're already back into play once again it is, and it is going to be Cachete Crespo coming away with the play. Cachete settles the play down a little bit here now. Oh, he's just gone over it. He's got time to get back to it. They'll be marked there by Salva. Cachete sends that one up forward, up through the front door. It is here now, trying to get onto his Habtoor, but he's kept off out of that play. Looks for the backhand, couldn't get it. There, Kuligin, but trying to pick this up and come through the traffic. It is Felix Essayin on the little Grey Dama. Putting another one on the board there for the Wolves, making it 5 goals to Wolves, 3 for the UAE. Linus made to come out on Amaya. Lukin starting off on Mafiosa. Rocci out here on Cacha. And Salva starting off on Chispita. Santi Laborde on Orquesta. And as I said, Little Dama for Felix. So back into play, out the line, out it comes. And it is going to be Cachete Crespo on the move, near side play. Being hunted down by Salva. Salva looking to get onto this one here first. He showed too much of it there to him. You saw him peel off the play and get onto it all, but it stopped here by Torre Guitar. Torre Guitar whips that one round. Having it clear just out of the way, there is Felix out now here for Luquin Monteverde. Luquin being paralleled there by Cachete. Looks to put that one in towards the middle of the field, gets back onto his own play nearly, and it's who's going to be first round onto it, and getting back is Torreguitar. Torreguitar playing really well indeed. Nearly gets cleaned out by Luquin, but keeps his ball moving forward. Now taps it back for Luquin. Luquin comes onto it with Cachete Crespo looking for something a bit optimistically, but it is going to be Luquin. Sends that one up forward here now, looking to get that up the front door. First onto it will be Habtoor. Habtoor spoils the play enough for the man to get onto, but taken away. We did get the whistle there. Looking for the new line was Felix, but coming down to pick up the old line was Salva. And so let's see where this is going. But it looks like the umpires are going to bring this towards the middle of the field with a number of players, because Felix was on his way. And once again, slightly optimistically there, you see Hugo, you can tell us that you see Felix trying to carry on forward with that one once more.
Yes, you're right. He was come completely on the line, and the number 4 of White, Jauretche, he thought he's completed his line, but it was not in this time.
No, certainly not, unfortunately, there for Jauretche, as it brought back into play by Laborde. Sends it up the front door here now. Linked up nicely there with Felix over the top of it. Tries to send that one in there, does Habtoor, but it just deflects and wide it goes. And out over the back line. And so the ball will be placed down on the back line here for UAE to bring back in by Salva Jauretche, as Luquin quickly hops from one to the other. So Salva brings this one into play here now. Jauretche sends it out there towards the middle of the field, backed in by Felix, looking to set it up there for this teammate. Backhand by Salva. Coming, trying to get onto that one there. Near side play for Cachete. Has no play on that whatsoever. So Torreguitar picks it up, swoops it away there from Laborde. Very good skills there by Torreguitar, now sent up by Luquin. Trying to get that one up there for Torreguitar, but it's Cachete Crespo sends the backhand in and coming to pick it up through the middle of the players here. It is going to be Felix. Felix tries to come on, but we get a whistle on the play. So they'll probably go for a replay on this one as well here. We can see on Polo line. Certainly thought he was round in time there and gone. But it looked like Luquin from the replay managed to get himself turned more up the line, and the person with the right to the ball is the one with minimal angle on their stick side. And so we get a penalty free
you see the
here
way
now.
Every time the ball changes direction very quickly, so this means we've been watching fast polo today.
No, very much so, Hugo. Lines are changing so quickly and trying to get the ball moving and open the game up. And unfortunately for Felix there, who thought that he was away and gone, was unaware about how quickly Luquin managed to get that pony whip round. So we have another penalty here for the UAE to be taken by Salva Jauretche to try and get UAE to within 1 goal. Salva comes in, drives, shoots, the flag's aloft, and through the goal it is. So we have 5-4 it is.
Amazing shot. You can see how confident he looked like.
As you said, it's literally Chukker by Chukker. This young man, he's just improving and growing all the time. So it's been a great experience for us here in the UAE to have him here, to watch him grow, but a great experience for him too to have the ability to grow on these horses and with the players he's playing with. So back in the line out the line out. Torreguitar leaves it for Luquin. Luquin running this ball forward here now. Luquin coming in between the players, comes off the pony, picked up though now by Felix. Felix, he wants to be getting up and going, but look, Luquin's coming back with him here. He comes up the middle of the field, puts the anchors on, looks to try and stop it, tries to get the backhand in there to Salva, and it sends Felix back onto it once more with Torreguitar keeping that pressure on all the time. And it's going to be Felix to send it forward. He's going to be looking for Laborde. Laborde has to slow down, check up and pick up the ball, and sends that one forward once again in towards the goal. He goes in towards the goal, and through the goal it is there. A lovely goal there by Santiago Laborde. So Hugo, he couldn't be bothered with running it. He
wow,
decided to just hit
amazing
it.
goal, amazing goal. That's sometimes you need to hit from far away to the goal.
Well, when you got the opportunities, the window opens, you've got to give it a crack, and that's rest assured. And Santiago Laborde just showed you exactly how to do that. So back to the middle it is, and 2-goal the margin once more. Wolves are 6-4. Interplay. Out it comes. Habtoor looks to send that one forward. He's trying to get Cachete up to it, but it looks like it is going to be Jauretche. Backs it, comes off his own man, flipped quickly around there by Torreguitar, but quicking it up quickly once again. It is going to be. It was Laborde. Now it is Felix. Reverse neck shot there. Tries to chop it away there. There's Torreguitar. Tries to come in there. There's Luke Keane. And Torreguitar comes in on this one here whilst Felix has got himself established on it. Yeah. Just got a little bit scrappy in there.
That's an unlucky foul, Adam. The ball is stuck there and nobody can see properly the line.
So it was just a little bit misfortunate, but just looking for a bit of clarity there as the captain of the UAE, Luquin Monteverde. Maybe also just having a little bit of a chat so it gives time for his own teammates to change as well. But also the umpires sometimes have, if you get a free change, if they do free changes in the game, it's always a good idea. If things are getting a bit heated at that point, you can just ask the players to walk away, to go and change. It gives them time to discuss it and realise what actually happened before they come back out onto the field. So the tactical side of the mental game is played by both sides, by the players and the umpires at times.
Well, Adam, it's a long way to go. There's plenty time left, so I mean, we're going to see a lot of good game yet.
Very much so, Hugo. There's still a long way to go. And we have Felix come up for the penalty 3. And so we get a whistle. Felix just pointing something out to the umpire. Let's see what's going on. Possibly something in the goal mouth which needs to be clear. So he gets another go. Jogs this one down, tries to stop that there. There's Torreguitar, but through the goal it is. And 7 goals to the Wolves. 4 it is for the UAE. Hugo Barabucci says we've still got a long way to go. We've still got two chukkers and 1:39 still to go.
Long way to go yet.
And quite often we see games of 2 halves. So the ball, interplay, out the back of the line out. Backhand by Luquin. Luquin's backhand looking here for Salva. Salva trying to get away from Jauretche. Does so. Gets the first player. Jauretche comes back to him. But he goes with a shot from a distance. And the distance it is. And through it is. No, so right you are, Hugo, when you get that opportunity from a distance. Sometimes you just got to take it.
Do you see how good he can play, Jauretche? You know, how confident he can play well in defense, well in attack. So he's one of a complete player today, I will say.
A very complete player indeed is Salva Jauretche with the score now, 7 goals to 5. So, ball back into play towards the back of the line-out. Picked up here by Felix, being pressurised once again by Rochi Torreguitar and gets sent up forward here now looking for Cachete. Cachete just for a moment slipped his man, but he's wide of the goal. Salva's in there just controlling the middle of the field, wondering which way he can go. Pulls it one way, then brings the other way and sets himself forward towards the goal. Will he put that across the back? Does so. Tries to get it in for Laborde. Laborde goes with the old millionaire belly shot, tries to pick it up. Players coming down the line. As he just gets a bit lost, he had to give it a go. But we get a whistle on the play. And so we can see on our drone replay for our Polo Line viewers that just got lost in that one a little bit, did Santi. Regrettably, the players, as he turned round, were coming down that line, and we end up with a midfield penalty, a penalty 5B, in favour of UAE. It'll be a question of seeing what the confidence of Salva is, because we've seen him have a crack at a 5B for the goals in the past, and on field 3 he did put one all the way through. Bit like your nephew, really, isn't it, Hugo? been known to put a few from the middle of the field as Alfredo. So Salva comes in, gives that ball a ride. It's probably not going to go all the way, but it's a little bit out towards the right-hand side as the ball just comes down in front of goal, actually, and trying to clear that one away, clear it away, and picked it up here now does Felix. Felix cuts this one out. He's looking to get that out here now for Habtoor, but you see Salva's coming back at him hard. Goes with a first-time play, picks it up over the halfway line. Habtoor sends that one into the field. Who can get onto this first? It looks like it's Salva. Plenty of room and space on that there. Flicks and cuts that one open away there from Laborde. Does Lukin coming in onto it here. It is Roger Torreguitar as he tries to get onto the backhand of Lukin's. So is Felix, but they're coming from slightly different angles. Nearly took his head off, didn't it, Hugo?
Yes, correct. I think Felix he hit it with the head of the horse on Rocho this time. Yes, I think it's a foul.
Probably didn't even see him coming through on that play, to be perfectly honest with you, because he was just coming through on it so quickly, was Rochi.
Exactly. We wish we have a mirror all to see sometimes what happened behind us.
It would be nice to have wing mirrors on the ears at times. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those on Polo Line, we'll go to some new messages and adverts and some highlights before we come back. So, Ali Omiri, lovely play, broke away well. And this one here, Felix put his head down, said I'm going to goal and put it away nicely. Felix Assaili. And here, this is a nice goal, this was. Very well worked. You see the Harechi getting onto it. Harechi made the pass up to Kaku. Kaku out there to Harechi, running forward as he does best. And through the goals it is. And this in here, capitalising on that one there. Little backhand there by Pablo. Laborde didn't think he had the right to come in onto that one there, but it gave enough opportunity for Kaku to put it away. And here again, Ali Almeri comes in, couldn't get hold of it. Belly shot there by Juan Harechi from the near side. He had a belly shot earlier on, actually. And one here now. Harechi up onto it. Just a lovely little weighted pass there by Juan Harechi. And we come here now. And you can see Kaku. He's gone a little bit past the goal here, actually, you see. Thinking the next shot went, oh no, we're going to have to go belly as well. But he put it away and executed that one perfectly. The Kaku Raja. And now we come here with Laborde coming through, got past one, got past two. You see, he brought the ball out to Almeri, then came back in. Torreguitar at the end there, just running rabid. He gets his nose down and hunts towards goal, and just there's no stopping him. And this one up here now coming forward, you see. Again, Torreguitar flicking that inside the goalpost. Got to be MVP for me, but let's see what they decide. And then sends that one up once again here. Mohammed goes in, finishes that one off well. Couple of goals, Mohammed, today. Good goals. Couple of chuckers, and then coming on to that one there. Mohammed clears out the way, allowing Well, once again, Lukini to come in and cuts that one through. And here once more, hunting down, but couldn't quite get to Larry in time, and just over the lovely neck shot through the goal. Clearing the man out the way, and enough room here. Flicks it in, finishing it that, or tried to finish that one off. Didn't quite get the goal, and that was a lovely saving play there. And then play continued on up the field, but coming round back onto it here now. It's Torgetar again. Finds his slot, finds his groove, and through the goal once more. And there we have Mohamed Habtoor. He's towards the end of the match here now. Finishes that one off nicely. Now we'll go to some of the best goals here. And this is Felix. That was the one right at the end where Santi went for the pass, but just didn't need to draw. Straight to the goals there from Felix Asai. Felix again out here now. Antonio going with him. Balled him to it. Very happy indeed with that one as well. Right, so too. Coming forward up onto that one there. Puchetti Crespo, and that ball just carrying through. Gonza tried to make the save, but unfortunately for him it was already through. Felix looking over his shoulder once again. Yeah, really kept his cool on that play there. And we'll go for our last one here now, which is Gonzalito. Gonza keeps his ball moving forward. Players in front, players behind, and Antonio just picks that one. And this one here, Gonza's onto it, leaves it for Dante, and Dante fires that from a great distance out. I thought he was going for the passing play, but no, all the way through the goal it is from Dante Castagnola. And this here, nice little open backhand there by Gonza, slipping it up forward here now for Antonio, and Antonio slips it in on the near side under pressure there from Poto. And so going forward once again, Hyder gets onto that beautifully, cuts it in. Couple of nice goals there by Hyder this afternoon. Great position, great use of the man, and put it out through the goals. Put it. And here we go once again. Gonza just flicking that one in away there from Tomasito. And here we go once more. Sent up there. Potter onto this one here now. Goes with the next shot. Cuts that one in. And straight through the goals. There's the backhand. This is one of the last ones there with Kaku coming in. On the meat. Put that one away. Redeeming himself there. Oh, there's a great goal there. Super goal there by Tomasito. Had to get round the man, controlling the middle of the field. Not an easy job, especially when it's someone of the calibre of Kaku, and he managed to do so. Reverse neck shot there, couldn't pick it up. Good, Tomasito, but actually that one he was told just to leave it there by Fedi, who had a clearer play at it and put that one away nicely. And coming up through here now was Juan Horechi. Puts that one in from a distance. Great goal there by Juan Horechi. And this one here, that was a cut shot there by Alfie. Ali Amiri's in the goal, but there's nothing you could do with that one there. And here we go, coming up here. You see, we've got Potowski gone forward as well, but they left that one free and just...
Thank you very much. What a game. And here we are with, I have to my right, Raja Karim. He's the owner of Kilinova Polo team. He will be in Palm Beach playing the US Open. On to my left is Benoit Perrier. He's from Gentilly Polo Club. I think both of you, everyone knows you. So, I mean, I'm doing the formal introduction, but everyone knows. What are you doing here, Benoit? Are you enjoying?
Enjoying watching the good polo in Dubai and the beautiful organization here, and also being in contact with the preparation for the coming season in Chantilly. We celebrate the 30 years of the club, and we will have the Polo Nation Cup. We're going to have a Saudi polo team coming, and we will have also maybe some British team also coming for the French Open with Raja Karim, who is supporting us now for 6 years at Chantilly Polo Club, and it's a big partner for us, and so it's good to meet and to see here this location. There's a lot of people today, so it's a very good day to meet everyone.
Especially here for the celebration of the 30 year of the club.
30 years of Chantilly Polo Club.
Well, thank you very much, Raja. I guess you are getting ready for the U.S. Open. You've been practicing a lot of penalties, and we have one that is playing here that is scoring some penalties. I don't know. I heard that he's got some tips from you. Could be?
Yeah, actually, that's the truth. Felix Isaín, I think he missed 4 out of his first 9 30-yard penalties in the season, and I gave him a bit of coaching, and he scored, I think, 12 from the last 12. So, yeah, I think my polo penalty techniques is proving very effective.
You are playing the U.S. Open. You are playing the U.S. Open for the first time this year. What is your feeling? Anxious, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I have a partnership with Gerard Zenny, and we've been talking about it for a few years now, and this year we finally said we're going to go for it, and I've got a great team, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Raja. Thank you very much, Benoit. They are kicking off from the field. They have to keep playing the last 2 chukkers. Back with you, Adam.
Thank you very much indeed, Sebastian, for the interview there with Philippe Benoit from Chantilly Polo Club, and of course Raj Al Karim, who plays quite an awful lot there up in Chantilly with Clanova. And so as people start to leave the field, we'll get forward to the last 2 chukkers of this match. There's 2 goals difference, but as Hugo knows better than anybody else, games can be played in 2 halves, and that's for sure, isn't it? So we'll just go to a few stats here now. 7-5 the score. Field goals, 5 by Wolves, 2 from the UAE. Throw-ins, even Stevens, 7 apiece. Fouls, even Stevens, 5 apiece. Penalties, 2 from 2 for Wolves, 3 from 4 there. But from the UAE, no corner opportunities and no yellow cards, which is good to see. But it's coming down to the crunch moment here. As Hugo knows only too well, there's been games that the second half have made such a difference. It really does.
It is. Now the game starts, I will say.
The team captains, the coaches will have had their word. Lucas Monteverde, father of Luquin, former 10-goaler himself, will have had big words with the boys out there. Tell them what they're doing, keep doing what they're doing, or what they need to change to try and get some dominance over the Wolves. But the Wolves as well will have had their chat too, and it becomes very strategic here now.
We come back from the halftime break with the innovative play of the match. Mayo Clinic breakthrough moment.
Goes the time is short, keeps going, just does Capella. Capella on the play, Capella going towards the goal, trying to work his way through. Podolski, he's done it, can you believe it? Alfredo Fede's put it through. So 12 goals all it is. And they'll have to come back to the middle of the field as a player off the field.
So welcome back here now, ladies and gentlemen, our Polo Line viewers. And the players out there on the field, and of course, if you haven't already done so, it's Instagram, it's Polo Line OK, Facebook, Polo Line Int, and pololine.tv. And of course, to keep up to date with all the schedules here at Al Habtoor, please follow us on Instagram at DXB Polo Gold Cup Series, and also on Al Habtoor Polo Club. And so for those watching on Facebook, Paramita Singh watching this game as well, best of luck. And good evening from Deepasar, Mohammed, my good friend Mohammed Reza Bawoudi. And he very much appreciates having Hugo up here. His wealth of information is greatly appreciated.
Thanks, Mohammed. And Freddie Alexander. From Colombia. Tuning in as well. And so we start off here now with a penalty 2 in favour of Wolves. Had a while there to just double check everything. Has the third man, and it will be Felix to walk up to this one here now. Felix comes in, strikes, it's a penalty 2, it's undefendable, and through the goal it is, making it 8 goals, 3 goals the margin is now, 8 goals to 5 in favour of Dubai Wolves. So back to the middle of the field. For Matthias Mabeni to roll this ball in here for the last 2 chukkers in front of us here at Party at the Polo. Ball into play. Couldn't quite pick that one up there, could Salva. Picked up there by Cacchetti, but pounced on once again. He's got white shirts all over him. Salva wants a better that one. He says, no, the line was mine. But the whistle's gone. Cacchetti's convinced it was him. And he's just holding his right arm, maybe copped it, or maybe it just got pulled or strained a little bit in that hook. He has been hit by a ball and a mallet there earlier on in this tournament on that precious right arm, your mallet hand, as all players, of course, have to play right-handed. So we'll just have a slight pause. And while Salva quickly mounts back up again, we go to the innovation of the Blocket, the innovation equine protection. Great little tool that quite a few of the players are starting to adopt now to protect the pole and the temples of the horses. And so a ball's going to be teed up here now for a penalty 4, it looks like, in favour of Dubai Wolves. And being teed up there by Felix. Felix circling around here now. Yui looking to stop this one. Felix looking to put it clean over the top. Comes up to it. Pony just jinks on him. He sends it in. It goes to the left-hand side. Wide it is. Pony was just a little unkind on him on that one there. As you were saying earlier, Hugo.
Yes, correct. They remove, the horse change the legs, and they cannot hit the ball properly.
So important to have that right leg on the ground, on the right lead as they strike it. But it's been brought back into play here now by Salva Jaureche. Salva sends that ball up forward, comes off the back of Cacchetti. Cacchetti picks it up here now, goes with the backhand, looking for the ball. They puts it wide there, so Lukin can't come in. He picks that play up, but Lukin's all over him. Lukin tries to pick it up, walks away from it. It's going to be Salva. Salva's been hard pressurised there by Felix. Felix comes round the corner here once again. Felix looks up towards the goal and sends it goalward bound on an acute angle. Felix Essain, another one on the board there for Dubai Wolves. 9 goals it is to Wolves, 5 UAE.
Amazing goal, honestly, Adam. Felix without out angle, I will say, he hit straight to the goal.
Really good goal by them. As you said, I mean, you've got to take those long goals because, I mean, even in behind, they had players coming through to keep that pressure on. He just got a little opening in the window and put it away through. Lovely goal by the Felix. So back into play it is once again. Working hard on that one there, of course, is going to be Lukin. Lukin comes out here now. Lukin dummies this one away. Lukin up onto the play once again here now. Lukin sends that ball up forward and through the players it goes, looking there for Salva, but he's kept off out of it once again here by Laborde. Laborde opens the backhand, taking away from him, and it's going to be Cacchetti to pick up the play here once again. Cacchetti Crespo had a cracking game out here this afternoon as Cacchetti Crespo. Crespo on the play, goes to the tail backhand, flicks it out, looks to pick it up, couldn't quite, oh, that would have been a classy play if he managed to pick it up for Felix, but he couldn't quite do so. Sent back in by Tori Guitar, but first on is going to be Laborde. Quickly to him though, you see is Lukin, and I think actually Lukin's on Gatto. I didn't see him on his horse list, but great little pony that he's played a number of times. And Lucette,
so easy in the mouth. Yeah. Very, very, very easy. You can see Luquitas with the ball all the time right now, probably.
Yeah.
because little Lucero's little brother's taken him over now, but it's to be taken forward here now. Once again, coming forward, but back onto it first there. Lukien, this pony is just on rails, gets onto it, plays the backhand. It's pulled out there, but sent further down the field now by Salva. Salva sends this ball up forward. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get there for Her Highness to get onto as Cacchetti claims that line, and in there working hard as ever is going to be Roscendo Torgitari. Tries to pull it back the other way. Rocci gets the backhand. The backhand comes in, looking to unleash Salva, but he gets taken, cleaned up, and as in ridden off out of the play there by Felix. Lovely classic play of line, man, ball. Sends the backhand, does Laborde out there for Crespo. Crespo couldn't quite pick that one up at the near side, under good pressure there by Torreguitar, and it's now picked up by Salva, who whips it round forward and leaves it now for Lukien. Lukien up onto the play. Lukien coming through here now, trying to get onto him there is Felix, but Lukien keeps his ball moving forward like it's on a string on the end of his mallet, but he's got players in front, players behind, tries to get that one forward, out for the player going forward, but it's picked up and taken away by Felix Essayin, and Felix cuts that one away from the danger zone out there towards the boards, and the gazebos, keeps the man, couldn't quite pick up the near side play. Lukien ducks in on the pony here, comes in, picks this one up. Cachette's all over him, and we get a red told to clear out as he would have infringed him. Does so quickly enough for Lukien to get onto, and he skies that ball forward, looking for the man going forward, trying to get onto it. There is Salva, but it's cleared away once again by that man Laborde. Solid as houses he is Santiago Laborde. Santi up onto the play. Santi just gets stopped in his play. Lukien comes in to try and spoil it. The ball flicks forward, and it looks like it's hopped out over the boards, and so we'll have a free hit from the 60-yard line. It is, because the ball went out within the 60, and it is in here now for Lukien Monteverde. Lukien strikes that ball. Cachete tries to stop it. Now stopped here by Salva. Turns round on the play, and as he turns, he tried to meet the ball, and in doing so turned and found himself across the line. And players look like they're going to change ponies, so it's always very difficult, that one there, isn't it, Hugo? When you try to stop the ball, when you think it's not coming through, do you let it go through, do you stop it? But if you're parallel and it carries on through, yeah, exactly, you're just caught in no man's land.
Yeah, exactly. You don't see exactly the line sometimes, you know. You are thinking, you move so fast, and sometimes suddenly you lost everything, you know. Yeah. But this is the polo when you play a fast polo, no?
And it's always better when it's being played fast, of course. So players coming back out onto the field here now, having had their quick changes. And it's Felix just teeing this one up there for Santiago Laborde. 2 minutes left to play here in Chukker number 4. 9-5's the score. It goes out. Lukien's wanting it. Felix wants it on the near side. Just slightly comes across him when he's trying to pick up the ball on the near side of that line, right in front of Lukien, and we get a whistle on the play. Players possibly getting a little bit tired as well. Maybe this is a repeated horse again too. Maybe hasn't fully recovered, but recovered enough. So the ball will be placed down here for a spot penalty in favour of UAE and Salva Jauretche. Salva goes on the neck with that one there, looking for Torreguitar. Play, Lukien sends that one up forward here now, trying to get onto it as Torreguitar, but well controlled by Laborde once again, and solidly sends a backhand. The near side pick up there by Habtoor, and the stick side pick up as well. And we have Lukien going back at him hard. I think he's on Pulsera now, but it's going to be Habtoor going ball bound, gets beaten on the bounce. It's going to be picked up by Lukien. Lukien takes the man, picks up the little backhand, but it's enough there for Salva to get onto and settle down the play. Salva turns it one way, comes the other way, just to keep control of it and make a bit of space for himself, and a bit of space as he leaves it here now for Lukien, and comes out into some open space down in front of us here at the Horse and Hound, and sends that ball up the field, looking to pick it up onto the near side, and does so as you would expect from the 9-goaler. Takes it forward, gets half hooked off out of it, flicks it forward, couldn't get enough onto it, but who's that man? It is going to be Laborde, the backhand. It picked up here on the near side by Felix Essayin. Felix takes it forward once again. Lukien back onto him to put the pressure on. Near side pick up here by Salva, looking for something that was Habtoor, but the angle was more across the field maybe, but we get a whistle on the play. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. Umpires discussing. The ball's been dropped here. Oh, sorry, the ball went out. So it's going to be brought up here now by Laborde. Laborde sends that one down into some open space here now. Ooh, and just trying to get onto it is Habtoor, but in doing so, just came across, couldn't quite turn the pony acutely enough to get onto that line in front of Lukina. We get a second blow on the whistle. So let's see what the umpires are deciding on this. There might have been a technical going. Did somebody windmill their manit or say something back to the umpires? But they're having a chat. The third man's earwigging in there. So Lukine goes to change ponies yet again. It looks like Laborde's also gone for a quick change too, whilst they just deliberate this one a little bit more, but the ball's been dropped down. They were discussing something else rather than just the play, because the play looked like it was quite a simple call to make. And it'll be Salva Hareche to bring it in here now for UAE. Salva Hareche. First time play, under the neck, into space for Lukine, on fresh legs here now. Dribbling this ball up the field here, gives Cachete the chance to get back over to him. Looks to cut it back inside, goes straight once again. Keeps this ball moving here at pace, comes inside him here, looking to take him on. Nice little show and go there by Lukine Monteverdi. Lukine up onto this one here. The first two to go. She's looking for a goal before this Chukker ends here now. Does Lukine. He's dancing from one side to the other. Tries to go between the players here. Manages to do so. He's still got three to beat. He goes with a shot. It gets blocked in the play and we get a whistle on the play. But ladies and gentlemen, regardless, that there will end Chukker number 4 with the score being 9-5, and the umpires can unpick that one there. Wow. Hugo, he was dancing round left to right, trying to find a window, but just couldn't find it.
Wow, you see those kids today, how the ability they have to touch the ball as much they want in the air. So anyway, it's good to see kid like Luki do that touch in the air. As full speed is not easy.
Oh, it's certainly not easy at all, but as you say, that generation and even the generation below, or a few years below that, they're just showing such skill work. I mean, they're also possibly better mounted than their parents were or whatever else, but they're well mounted.
I think so. Today, the horses what they see today, the quality, the genetic, what we have today is amazing. You know, the horses stop and turn in 10 centimeters, which is amazing, no?
It's absolutely phenomenal. The amount of work that goes into the breeding with artificial insemination to begin with. Then it was no, before that we had the recipients, didn't we? We had the embryo transfers, and now into cloning. The technology is just absolutely amazing.
You're right. So, I mean, do you see horses today doing things we never thought, honestly? I'm feeling sorry for them also sometimes, because we ask many things in few centimeters, no? To stop and turn, and then it makes a long run I would say I'm feeling sorry for them.
Well, I suppose so in a way, yes, because it does take an extreme pony to have that handle, that agility, that ability to move around, but then also go flat out on the big runs, then stop again. Mentally, it is such a big thing as well as physically, isn't it?
Totally agree, exactly.
Yeah. And what they're getting out of these horses now is amazing, and the numbers that are bred, and it's just the creme de la creme, fortunately, that we get to see at these great tournaments.
I mean, you see the quality of horses that we have the last couple of years here in UAE. You can see. Can you imagine this in part of the world, in Argentina, in Europe, America? The quality of horses what we see today is amazing, really.
And it is great, and it's a testament there to the breeders and how they're bringing them on. The big breeding lines, La Dolfina, Elastina. I mean, the open bloodlines are all over the world now, and
all over the world.
Some amazing stuff.
You're right.
And Lavinia, of course, from the Ujoas, Fly, all these great names from the breeds. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live again here now. And it looks like we have Dubai Wolves retiring behind their goal as he's weaving his way through the traffic, Lukin, and it ends up effectively with him being blocked. He goes one way, the other way. There's nowhere anyone can go, and he's basically couldn't find his way through, but he's been given the foul through being impeded, and therefore it's put through by Salva, making the score now. 9 goals to Wolves, 5 against the UAE. And back to the middle of the field it'll be for Matthias to bowl this ball in. Oh, no, we have a technical. We've got a technical. We have a little bit of a naughty out there on the field. And therefore, we start with a midfield penalty, a 5B in favour of UAE. So it's 6-9 rather. And another opportunity for Salva Jauretche. Salva. Goes with a short play. Out there for Lukin. Lukin feeling confident. Wanting this play. Going over to him there is Laborde on Snowmass. Kicks it in towards the middle of the field. Oh, Laborde tries to come in onto that one there. He does yield, and Lukin keeps possession of the play. Turns away from him once more. Dancing around again is Lukin Monteverdi. Lukin Monteverdi tries to go near side. Tries to get the backhand, but it's blocked there. Does Laborde coming through onto it once again is Torreguitar, and Torreguitar going goal bound, looking to put that forward, but did he show a little bit too much of that one there to Felix, and Felix tries to clear it away, and it looks like, and it's managed to stay in play and picked in here now by Lukin Monteverdi. Monteverdi might have shown too much of that one there to the ball, but he hooks him off out of it, takes the ball, plays the backhand in towards the goal, it goes, but it just goes wide. Wow, they're working hard on that goal mouth there are the UAE, but the defence from the Wolves keeping them at bay. Here in Chukker number 5, and it is going to be Santiago Laborde on Snowmass to bring it into play. Santi brings it forward, comes slightly under the neck, looking for Cacchetti, gives that ball a right, gets the ball to do the work, and up the field he comes here now. There's Cacchetti, Crespo going there, flat out is Highness Shaker Mather. Going back as well there is Torreguitar trying to get to it first. Cacchetti wants that near side play, takes the man, goes to the near side, but no, ricochets off the pony and it goes wide. Couldn't get far enough forward to get it round the front of the ponies towards the goal, and it goes wide.
Nice run, Adams. Very nice.
Good run, good defence, lovely play. So bring it back in is Lukin. Doesn't want to be wasting any time. He realised those seconds are ticking and the pressure is on. Lukin taking it up by himself. Goes for a little flick shot. Puts that in there for Salva. Salva picks this one up. Looks for the shot. Picks it up at the top of the bounce where the ball's momentarily still and sends it forward. But first back onto it will be Habtoor. Couldn't get the backhand off. And Salva comes in on the near side and says, thank you very much indeed. I will take goal number 7. Beautiful goal. Good pressure there by the UAE.
I tell you something today, I think Jauretche's best play on the field right now.
He's certainly playing incredibly well.
He's defending, he's attacking.
Yeah,
he's doing hard work.
Certainly for his handicap, playing phenomenally well is Salva Jauretche. So back to the middle it is once again. Ball into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. He wants it to Laborde. Gets ridden off out of it. It's left for the next pair and picked up here by Felix. Felix in there with Salva. Felix on the play here now. Felix leaves it for Laborde. He whips around the back and sends the ball up forward. And looking here now for Habtoor to pick it up on the near side. Couldn't quite pick it up. And the backhand comes in by Torreguitar. Helped on its way a little bit by Salva, but was collected by Laborde. Laborde clears away, does Lukin, comes through onto it, there does Laborde, and as he comes through, just got his timing wrong there, did Salva, and just clips him behind the saddle.
Yeah, bad luck this in case he'd push him in back of the saddle, like you said, Adams. Yeah.
Basically, the acceleration there from Laborde, just a little squirt, just that change in speed, got him away, and unfortunately Salva just caught him behind. Maybe it was us, Hugo. We gave him the commentator's curse, praising him, and then he gets caught out by the umpires.
You're right. You're right.
So we have a penalty 2 here now in favour of Dubai Wolves. Looking for double figures is Felix Essayin. Felix drills that one through the goals. It goes just inside that left-hand post. But that'll do. 10 goals it is now for Dubai Wolves. 7 for UAE. And you see quickly changing there. Calls back to his groom for the next horse. He's back out here on Little Marilyn. So 2 teams line up once again. Ball into play. Into play it is. Back towards the back of the line out. Lukeen picks it up. Lukeen playing with Cachete there now. Lukeen goes forward. He's got Salva in behind. Goes by himself here. Now does Lukeen once more. Going over there is Laborde. Laborde just has to check up. Realise he can't get in onto that play. As does Lukeen. So he pulls it back. Around he comes once again. Gives himself a better view of that goal with a better angle. Straightens himself up here once again. Comes in between the 2 players here. Or tries to do so. Does Lukeen. Goes with a shot in towards the goal, but it's just drifted to the right-hand side. He reckoned he was being impeded. The play was coming across, but then was he dancing too much? So I wouldn't like to make a call like that at this stage of the game. And so on the back line it is Santiago Laborde. Changed off Snowmass. Looks to send that up, just tops it, allowing Haureche into it. Haureche picks up the play. Laborde comes in, pinches his pocket on the near side and goes forward once again. Avoids the hook here now does Laborde. Laborde going forward on the play. He has Felix there with him as well. He goes with a long shot. He just gets a little bit too much elevation on it. It comes down, trying to get onto it there. Trying to make the hook there did Felix, running it round the corner here. But out over his own back line for the UAE is Luque Monteverde. And so we get our first corner of the match so far. Desperate stuff, hey, Hugo?
Wow, really is it.
Santi, unfortunately, didn't quite get the distance he was looking for on it. It just ball going up a little bit too much in the air for his player to get onto. Just allowing Lukeen in there as quick as a flash to clear it away from the danger zone, but in doing so out over his own back line. So we have a penalty 6, a corner, to be taken here now by Felix Essayin. Felix comes in, drives it's going left, looks to flick it in, does Habtoor and threw it in. A little ping-pong play there by Habtoor. Thank you very much indeed. What a good eye this young man has, putting number 11 on the board for the Wolves.
That's a nice goal for a good team in this Chukker, you know. Almost 1 minute and a half on the clock. Yes, as you know, different by 4 is quite difficult to UAE catch them.
So from the line, Holmes picks that one up, leaves it now for Salva. Salva comes through here now. He's got Lukeen in behind. Hasn't gone forward yet. How's Rochi? But they're coming over in behind. Looks for the big one there. The backhand by Cachete. Picked up here now by Lukeen Monteverde. Monteverde sends this one forward. Going to have to get out the way there. Is Laborde. Goes with a shot in towards the goal. But we get a whistle on the play. Maybe he's got what he was looking for. Maybe he drilled the ball into the pony. They'll probably go to the 2 umpires will discuss this one, because what looks from one side from parallel isn't quite the same as what it is from behind. And nope, they haven't got to even go to the third man. They're quite happy about that one there. So the ball was drilled into the pony, and we have a penalty here now in favour of the UAE to be taken by Salva Haureche for a short penalty. Salva comes in, undefended, penalty 2, through the goals it is. 8 goals it is now to the UAE. 11 for Wolves and 11-12 on the clock it is. Or 1-12 on the clock, rather. And so back to the middle of the field. I'm sure the UAE were hoping it would have been 11-12 on the clock, but we don't get that in Polo. So we've got a minute left to play. So we're going to blow on the whistle. That will stop the clock. And the two teams line up here once more. Ball into play. Into play it is Habtoor looking for that one there. It gets ricocheted and picked up here now by Cachete. Sneaking in under it there is Luquin. Luquin comes away with it here onto his near side. Luquin Monteverde. Luquin being hard worked on there by Cachete. Left here now though for Felix Esain. Felix goes with the open backhand. Looks to open it up here now for Laborde. On the near side comes Torreguitar, but he gets it poached out from underneath his pocket there by Santi Laborde. Fizzing it up here now for Habtoor. Habtoor looking for another goal here this afternoon. Goes with the glory shot and swipes it left. So the clock ticks down. 10 seconds left on the clock it is. And the players decide there's no time to get this ball back into play. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winners of the 17th edition of the Gold Cup 2026. Put your hands together for the Dubai Wolves by Thera. So, Hugo, great game, some lovely play, some opportunities missed possibly, but some wonderful polo out there here this afternoon.
Wonderful polo what we see today. This is one of the most final. I mean, it was good polo to watch. Good runs, good hit, good players have control of the ball. This is the kind of polo we like to see, honestly. And for sure in the future we're going to see this polo even better. So for the next few years, where we saw it, where we hear, where I see it, I mean the polo here is growing, and we don't see yet how it's the top of the polo world, you know.
And it'll also help with, hopefully next year, Her Highness having 3 polo fields and 2 more polo fields with the EMAR as well. So it'll spread the load an awful lot, and it should really improve the polo as well, which makes such a difference.
Definitely. So the polo is still long way to go here in UAE.
So on screen we have the Chukker by Chukker. At the end of Chukker number 2, it was 2-1 in favour of Dubai Wolves, 4-3. 7-5 going into half-time. Wolves having managed to dominate the scoreline at the end of each Chukker. 9-5 at the end of Chukker number 4. And 11-8 it is there after Chukker number 5. And a great big congratulations from everybody down there. Nico Petraki, who's done a great job with this Wolves team in the last couple of years, putting it together. So I'm very happy, and rightly so. Wolves player and also all part of their camp. So, and I'm sure very proud Mohamed Habtoor as well for his son to pick up the Gold Cup, having won the silver last year and the gold this year. So Habtoor celebrating, quite rightly so.
Yo estoy listo. Cuando me den la señal, me la das vos, ¿eh?
And so we go to the stats now, ladies and gentlemen. We have Dubai Wolves 11, 8 there for UAE. Field goals 7-3. Throw-ins 9-10, so pretty even Stevens. It was all even at half-time, but UAE just getting the one better, so no real dominance in that. Fouls very even indeed, 10-9, so reversal of the throw-ins. Penalties 4 from 5 for Dubai Wolves, 5 from 6 for UAE. Safeties and corners, there's one attempt there for Dubai Wolves, but didn't quite find the posts. And good to see no yellow cards in a final out here this afternoon.
Thank you, Adam. And here we are with the champion of the Gold Cup, Habtoor. Habtoor, what is the feeling right now?
I don't know what to say. I mean, no words can explain anything. It's about fucking time that we won the Gold Cup. It's been like, what, 15, 20 years? 17 years of this league. And finally, Dubai Wolves, for the first time in history, wins the Gold Cup. And it's nothing to do with me. It is a team sport, so it's nothing to do with me. It's all of us. All of us. Santi, Cachete, Sexy Flexi, everyone. I mean, like, I cannot say other than I'm bloody grateful. And, you know, we keep going. We keep going. We keep our head leveled, and we enjoy. Right now, we've been strict for like 2 weeks. Tonight, everyone's getting destroyed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Back to you, Adam. Back to you.
Too much noise going in at Party at the Polo or something. Can't hear diddly. And playing at number 2, it is Luquin Monteverdi. 9 goals of dynamite, dances himself round the polo field. Some great stick work, some great play. Playing at number 3, Ruscendo Torreguitar. Mr. Cool in the team. And playing at number 4, as Hugo Barabucci and I discussed, this young man, Salva Paurecci. First time we've seen him in the Gold Cup, has grown literally from Chukker to Chukker, and a great strength and an enormous asset for this UAE team. And we have some wonderful flowers there from Glee, gifts from the UAE Polo SSN. And if we could... So yeah, guys, you did that. That's so much. This is Argentinian or? We'll do Argentinian, yeah.
Will come this way.
Mind your back, please, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we need a gap. Hello. Horses coming through, please. First of all, we'd like to invite up here Open Snowmass. I said open, this is the breed from the Pierres family. A super mare that Santiago Laborde played and brought her here for the first time to the UAE this season. She's a very athletic, very energetic mare with an extravagant action. And it's all a little bit spooky to her. She's a bright little mare. And if she hasn't had many pony prizes before, she'll certainly get used to them in due course, I'm sure. Snowmass. Better be quick with the cameras because she doesn't stand still. Bit of a supermodel. At the end of the day, 70–80% of your game is your pony, so if you can clear the way so the pony can come back through. Excuse me, sir. I'd rather you didn't get run over. She's quite bright. And then next up we have, that's for the Argentine Polo Association best playing pony, and for the best playing pony of the Gold Cup, it was a mare that was played by Felix Essain, bred by Lucas James, only Caravina. A mare that's only been up here once or twice before. She takes it all in her stride.
We have someone, Qatar Federation, apparently they want to give a trophy and Mohammed wants it.
Let's do the MVP and after.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the individual ones where we'd rather like to invite up our MVP, the most valuable player on the field out here in the final this afternoon. And this goes to, don't run away, Felix. Where have you gone? It's you again. Up you come, please, Felix. MVP. Been coming over here for a few years here now as Felix, and every year better mounted and plays phenomenally well. Congratulations there, Felix. And now we have, coming up to here, we have our umpires, which they have a very thankless task to do, of course, and done a sterling job so far in the Gold Cup Series. So I'd like to invite up the Chief Umpire of the HPA, Mr. Peter Wright, and the Prof, Chris Hyde, and from the AAP in Argentina to keep them all in order, of course, is Matthias Baveni. I've got no fucking idea, I just got told. I didn't think it was.
Okay, so now...
Oh, maybe I got it wrong. Or maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong.
Sir,
Well,
Qatar Polo Federation,
yes.
with the collaboration of UAE Polo Federation, award ceremony.
Yes.
And they will award who? Qatar Polo Federation. Just one second.
Federation or club? But there's going to be more than one club, isn't there?
Qatar Polo Club.
Qatar Polo Club. So we'd like to invite up on stage here the representative from the Qatar Polo Club and Mohammed Al Habtoor, as they are offering a gift of collaboration between the two nations, as we have Qatar starting to grow into polo, taking the lead here from the UAE and the Gold Cup Series of Mohammed Al Habtoor. Winners. That was my bad, I gave those MVPs wrong first. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to our winners of the Gold Cup 2026, the 17th edition, and playing at number 1 for Dubai Wolves. By there is Habtoor Al Habtoor. Playing at number 2, it was Chukker Crespo. Playing at number 3, it is Felix Essain. Felix, up you come, please, sir. And, of course, playing at number 4, the solid man himself at the back door, it is Santiago Laborde! He closes that back door every time. He runs forward, he's dangerous at the back, he's dangerous at the front. Santi Laborde, phenomenally mounted. We're going for a group photograph first, if they're still here. Is Mater and everyone still here? Have they gone? So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to be crowned the winners of the Gold Cup 2026. It is the Wolves! And we have Mr. Akbar here, who painted a picture during the actual game itself here, who would like to present a picture here to the winning team and how Habtoor al Habtoor. So where are they? They're not here. UAE is gone. Thank you very much indeed, Sir Saeed. So the Wolves team will celebrate long and hard tonight, I am sure. And so now we've had the team photograph. I'm sure all their supporters, their help, those that make this work, the grooms, not the hangers-on, the grooms, the vets, barriers, everybody that makes this whole thing work.
Please don't tell them to come on the stage. The stage will not walk.
Too late. It's going to happen. You're not going to stop them. Well, if it was the workers, there you go. Get off. Get back. Get back in your box. I thought it was the drums coming up. They're lighter than you. And these are the guys that make the players look good. Vamos, vamos. It's very spectacular. If you haven't seen it before, it is absolutely incredible. And then at 7:45, we will have fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. And you know when Habtoor do fireworks, they do it properly. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the celebration of the Wolves. And enjoy yourself in Nera, the Gold Lounge, and of course, in the Garden by El Castello. And once again, all those that party the Polo, it'll keep partying all night long, as it will in the hotel. Congratulations once again to